Recently, I've been very ill. Last year, I could have died, and I'm relatively healthy. I'm in remission, but it certainly makes you think about how Chris's life could change if we weren't around to keep an eye on things. We've had situations in the past where she's been in a very good setting with very good staff and everything was working very well. And then the manager had a personal family situation and had to resign. And the new manager came in and the whole thing fell to pieces. And Chris's life deteriorated. It was a dreadful situation. And we had a lot of heartache for her and for us in trying to find a new setup that would meet her needs. Now, having the advocate means that when we're not able to do it, there will be somebody with knowledge and continuity who can take on that aspect.
And also sort of give Chrissy that friendly face to help her cope with the death of her own parents. I mean, she's going to be emotionally charged with that, and at the same time have a friend that can visit her, as well as help sort her out in her financial situation, her residential situation, her activities. Our advocate was absolutely key again in ensuring that Chrissy had the right amount of 2-to-1. It's 2 members of staff to help her go out into the community, because her erratic behaviour meant that she potentially could have been a danger to others as well as herself. So they need 2 members of staff. And if she didn't get that level of 2-to-1, she'd be trapped, imprisoned in her own home. And that's not a quality of life we want for our daughter. And the advocate was absolutely key in getting that secured, wasn't she?
Oh, she was. Yes, it was a very interesting meeting.
It was.
Yes. So we have the whole, and for us, we go into some of these meetings and there are ranged across the table psychologists, psychiatrists, care provider, the health well, not necessarily health, but somebody from the health aspects, you see, and you might have an occupational therapist there.
And you've got several members of the council there.
Yeah, people from social services.
It's a big table, very daunting.
There might be 10 what you might call professionals around the table, and us. That's very, very daunting for parents. And Kith and Kids as a charity has given us a lot of support and help to deal with those sorts of meetings over the years. And the Klasp project is a continuation of their work.
We were talking about, Dave mentioned about how the parents support each other, and we get to know each other, and we used to do that quite a lot when our children were younger, and that's when we realised as our children were growing up, my daughter's 34, Neil's just had his 40th birthday, some of the children are 50 years old, so they're not getting any younger, and the parents respectively are in our 60s, 70s, one of them was in their 90s.
And some have died.
And some have already died. So the project is really beginning to show its worth and know that their children are in really good hands.